So once again, South Sevier in their home white, ICS in their road black. South Sevier will go left to right across your radio dial, TV, and computer screen to start this morning's game. And Intermountain Christian will be going right to left. We saw in the first game of the day a little bit of a slow start, especially for Duchesne. Then once Duchesne got rolling, they really got rolling in that third quarter and took control of the game. Ended up getting a 17-point win after leading by 2 at half. Jensen controls the tip for the Rams. Left wing at Kansas Mills. Left wide open. 3 on the way. In and out. Rebound taken up by ICS with Rebecca Warner.
That's a good look for Kansas. Just rimmed out.
Now Stoddard pass up the floor. Intercepted by Nielsen for South Sevier. Bounce pass up ahead to Jensen. Left side layup. Too hard off the glass. Rebound down the lane is taken by Warner again for the Lions.
A good pass from Caitlin. Got her on that left-hand side. A little hard.
Lust drives left side. Puts the shot out of bounds. It goes off of ICS. It'll be South Sevier basketball.
You know, a lot of players in the regular season, they get that call right there. Playoff basketball, it's not going to happen. So South Sevier 0 for 2 right now, but they got 2 real good looks at the basket.
Up top is Nielsen. Left wing to Patterson. Pump fake on the shot. Dribbles left to right into the lane. Looks to spin. Nothing there. Gets to Kenley Jensen. Wide open layup on the right side is good.
Yeah, great pass that time. You know, when she got the double team with Kendrick Lusk looking for help.
Stoddard drives all the way down the floor, down the lane, and gets the runner to go off the back of the rim. Ties the game at 2.
A great shot for McKenna there.
Nielsen up top. 2-2 your score, 7 minutes to go in the quarter. Ashton Miller left open for 3 on the right side. Off the back of the rim, no good. Long rebound. Miller runs it down, drives the lane, gets tied up on the way by Stoddard. Jump ball, gives it to ICS.
So back-to-back great plays from McKenna Stoddard off the basket and then forcing the held ball.
Lob up ahead for Intermountain Christian. Running it down is Lunsford. Into the short corner they go. Lusk has it, taken away by Kansas Mills, but she's standing on the Thunderbird riding on the baseline, so out of bounds off of South Sevier.
It's like real estate. What do they say? Location, location, location. And Kansas made a great play just standing on the end line.
Stoddard inbound. Lobs it out for Warner. She'll take the deep 3. High arch, air ball. Started the rebound, goes back up, no good off the glass. Rebound by Warner, blocked by Jensen. Jensen has it. Down the floor is Miller. Patterson gets it up ahead to her. In the right corner, pump fake on the shot. Nobody guards her. She drives the baseline, passes across to Nielsen as the help came.
Travel.
And a traveling violation. Nope, jump ball they're going to call.
So that'll be South Sevier ball.
Yep, so South Sevier basketball on the baseline.
Good block, great pass from Patterson down to the corner.
Nielsen to inbound. They screen away, trying to get Jensen there. Nothing in. Out of the wing to Mills for 3. Nothing but net. Kansas Mills with a triple.
Big shot for Kansas. 1 for 2 for the 3-point shot for the senior.
Up ahead with it is Lunsford for ICS. Guarded by Nielsen. Lost the basketball out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by South Sevier. So Intermountain Christian basketball.
Great pressure from Caitlin Nielsen over there.
Lunsford to inbound. Gets it into Warner. High post they go. Turn around 15-footer on the way for Menning. No good. Rebound, though, by Warner. Back up, no good. Mills the rebound for South Sevier. Patterson will bring it the other way. To the wing to Miller. Nothing inside. Comes out to Mills. Up top, Patterson. Inside it to Jensen. Up and under move. Off the glass, no good, but free throws coming for Kenley Jensen.
She got great position on Lunsford down there on the block, right in the middle of the paint.
First foul on Lunsford, first team foul on Intermountain Christian. South Sevier goes back-to-back today, girls then boys.
Yeah.
So the boys will square off with Grand County. Both teams lost yesterday by 1 possession.
Jensen.
Free throw no good for Jensen.
Jensen's a tough girl to defend, Robert, because she's, first of all, she can get out and run, transition. She's very quick and able to attack the basket in a lot of different ways.
Second free throw around the rim, no good, and the rebound goes to Lunsford for Intermountain Christian. In the backcourt with it is Stoddard, able to work her way around the defense. Against the pressure, goes off the screen, drives the lane, off the glass, no good. But free throws coming for McKenna Stoddard.
South Sevier just not stepping away and taking off that penetration right there. And McKenna, very offensive-minded, gets a chance for 2 now.
Foul goes on Sydney Patterson, her first, team's first. First free throw from Stoddard. Around the rim and falls off.
52% for Stoddard on the year, 60 out of 113. So she gets to the foul line with 113 attempts coming in.
Second free throw. Short off the rim. Offensive rebound by Lunsford. Knocked away by Miller. Out of bounds it goes.
Good hustle
It'll
by
stay with Intermountain Christian.
Miller over there in the corner. Neither team could buy a foul shot yet, right? 0 for 4 for the game.
Yep. 5:40 to go here in the first quarter. Inbounding underneath is Stoddard. Throws it out to Lusk. Goes to Warner. High post they go. To Manning, left side to Lusk. 15-footer off the glass, no good. And the rebound to Nilsson for South Sevier. Rams bringing the other way up ahead to Patterson. Patterson to the middle. Goes left side, baseline to Miller. She'll drive in, blocking the shot. Rebound by Jensen, and she'll draw the foul. Wave off the basket, but a foul called on the ground against Intermountain Christian.
Yeah, good drive from Ashton on that baseline, and Lusk able to get her hand on the ball.
And we'll go against Ellie Menning, her first, team second.
So Lunsford pretty athletic, Robert.
Right junction, Jensen underneath pass to Caitlin Nilsson. Misses the layup on the right side, and the rebound goes to Warner. Stoddard bringing it up against Patterson. Ball gets knocked away. Miller picks it up and draws the foul on Stoddard as she got spun around.
Maybe a good foul because that was going to, I mean, there was nobody home. If Miller gets to the front court there, she's going to score.
5-2 your score. South Sevier leads. 5:11 to go in quarter number 1 of this girls' consolation semifinal game. Winner moves on to play Duchesne at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Up top, Jensen. Hands it off to Patterson, left wing. Long two on the way with their feet on the line. Off the back of the rim, no good. High rebound. And it's taken by Stoddard for ICS. Then she dribbled it off her leg, out of bounds. South Sevier ball.
Unfortunate turnover. She's doing a great job right now, Stoddard, both ends defensively on the boards.
Nilsson to inbound. Lobs it up top to Patterson. Guarded by Lusk. She'll hand off on the wing to Mills. Back to Patterson. Lobs inside for Jensen. Got tipped away and picked up by Stoddard to South Sevier. Turnover. Miller nearly gets it right back. Stoddard up ahead to Menning. Back to Stoddard. Left wing Warner. Short corner she goes to Lusk. Down the lane to Menning. Back out to Stoddard. Deep NBA 3 on the way. Nothing but net for McKenna Stoddard. She has 5 to tie the game.
Yeah, it's a great time. She attempted 141 on the season, so it's in her game.
Caitlin Nilsson comes up top to Jensen. Fake right, going to drive left, down the lane, gets stripped on the way, and a foul called. It's going to be South Sevier basketball on the baseline. Foul will go on to McKenna Stoddard.
So that's
her second. Fourth team foul.
That's a big foul. She's going to, I think, Intermountain Christian going to take a timeout.
Yeah, they only have the 2 girls on the bench, so we'll take the timeout with her. 4:19 to go in the quarter. 5-5 your score. South Sevier Intermountain Christian in the girls' consolation semifinal on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, and KSL Sports.
As a parent, you never want to see your child struggling with suicidal thoughts. But today, the threat is hidden deep within their phones. That's why I rely on Bark. Built by parents, for parents. Bark's award-winning dashboard monitors text messages, emails, and over 30 different apps and platforms for potential safety concerns. Hey, can we talk?
We at Centricom want to help every family protect their children. Get Bark protection today from Centricom on unlimited family devices. Visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the America First Event Center. A turnover by South Sevier on the entry pass. Lunsford bringing it the other way. Steps into a 5-footer and a foul called. Free throws coming for Lunsford. For Intermountain Christian have a chance to have their first lead.
Get Ashton Miller on the foul.
That'll be her first. Team's at second.
South Sevier ready to make a couple of substitutions.
First free throw no good from Lunsford.
Has anybody made a foul shot, Robert?
Nope.
We're calling for a foul shot to be made right now, and so
0 for 5. 2 seniors go out for South Sevier as they bring in Kinsey Parsons and Bailey Buckmiller.
chance right here for Lunsford to hit the first foul shot of the game.
Second free throw off the rim, no good. High rebound. Patterson has it for the Rams. Up ahead she goes, right wing it to Buckmiller. Up top, Patterson. Pump fake, dribbles into the left hand, kicks to the corner to Parsons. Back out to Buckmiller. Fake right, looking to drive left, gets down the lane, puts up the 8-foot shot, missed it short off the rim. Rebound knocked away from Jensen, picked up by Warner, and Jensen will be called for the foul as her momentum carried her over the back of Warner.
Yeah, just couldn't find the brakes on that after going after the basketball. Good sportsmanship. Rebecca Warner helps pick her up. A little bit of pressure right now, Robert, coming out in the trap with the spear of that trap being Patterson.
ICS with the basketball. Stoddard comes out to Warner. Ball gets tipped on the pass back up, but Stoddard gets it right side high now to Lunsford. Lunsford being trapped on that baseline, able to get it to the right junction, but goes off the knee of Warner. Back to the way. Now comes Sydney Patterson. Fakes the pass. Left side layup is good. Nice finish.
Boys, kind of a one. She had two girls trailing her, but super shot on the left hand for Patterson.
Left side is Warner. Goes to the short corner to Lusk. Bounces down the lane to Menning. Out to Stoddard. Deep three again. This one's off the rim. No good. Rebound down the lane, and a foul will be called as Nilsson and Warner got tied up and both went to the floor, and Caitlin Nilsson will draw the foul.
Yeah, nothing, just tied up. Just a out-of-bounds foul, non-shooting foul, fourth team foul on South Sevier.
Right corner with it, pull up, 15-footer on the baseline is Lusk, air ball hard, backside rebound, saved by Patterson.
I think Patterson hit it.
Yeah, she tried to stay off of ICS, but the officials agreed with you, and it'll be Intermountain Christian basketball.
Yeah, come on, maybe she had to be on the drama team. Pretty good selling that, right?
The official about put the ball in the play before Buckmiller had gotten back. Buckmiller ran halfway down the floor to go get the loose ball, which was in the seats, and now a jump ball as South Sevier ties up ICS.
That's just a great play as Warner kind of presented the ball as she pivoted to the right. Patterson able to come up with it.
Whitley Goebel into the game now for South Sevier. Patterson will come out. So now Goebel runs the top of that 1-2-2 spear. Lunsford with it right near the timeline. Here comes the trap from South Sevier. Has the ball knocked away by Nilsson. Out of bounds it goes. Last touch by ICS. South Sevier ball.
Right, if you're Lunsford, that's the last place you want to pick up your dribble, right there in the trap, because it becomes a four-man trap. You can't go into backcourt, can't go out of bounds, and you got two South Sevier defenders right in your face.
Buckmiller right side high into the corner. She goes to Goebel. Looking inside, nothing there. Couple of dribbles, passes up top for Nilsson. Stoddard nearly jumped the passing lane, but Nilsson corrals it into the corner to Jensen. 15-footer on the way, air ball hard. Backside rebound by Buckmiller. Tries to dribble around the defense in the baseline and stepped out of bounds. ICS basketball.
Twice South Sevier's been out of bounds. What an athletic play from Caitlin on that pass. I mean, that was a turnover, but Caitlin's athleticism is just 5-star.
7-5 your score. South Sevier leads. 2:33 to go in the first quarter in this girls' consolation semifinal. And now Lunsford in the trap shuffled her pivot foot. So the 6th Intermountain Christian turnover here in quarter number 1. Timeout called. We'll take it. 2:31 to go in the quarter. South Sevier 7, ICS 5 in the girls' consolation semifinals on Team Live Got Live, the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, and KSL Sports.
Drive for a winning team. DP Curtis Trucking works hard to move America and get their drivers home on the weekend. DP Curtis hires reliable drivers with competitive starting pay and raises after 90 days. Employment options include insurance, 401k, paid vacation, and attainable bonuses, and more. Why would you drive for anyone else? Call DP Curtis Trucking for details, 435-893-2900. That's 435-893-2900, or click on dpcurtis.com.
Hi. I'm Dustin Shakespeare, the Central Region Pathways Coordinator. Do you know what pathways are offered at your high school that connect with Snow College? Students enrolled in career technical education courses can develop valuable real-world technical skills and a strong academic foundation. Over 630 students completed CTE pathways last year in the Central Utah region. Our 35 pathways empower students to explore career options, pursue what they are passionate about, and earn valuable industry certifications. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors today.
Right back to the action here at the America First Event Center at Southern Utah University. And while we were away, we got this Kinley Jensen got the ball inside for South Sevier and had a nice little baby hook turnaround shot to make it a 9-5 South Sevier lead. Now a foul on South Sevier on Intermountain Christian on the other end on the loose ball. And it'll go against...
I think they called it a jump ball.
Never mind, they called it a jump ball.
Goes
this South Sevier basketball.
9-5 South Sevier, 157 in quarter 1.
Left side high is Nilsson. Goes to the wing to Goebel. Holds in the corner now, looking inside for Jensen. Got it to her between the double team. A reverse layup by Jensen. Off the glass, off the rim, no good. Rebound underneath is battled for. We'll have another jump ball, and that'll give it to ICS.
We've had a plethora of those so far in this quarter one. But full court pressure right now a little bit for South Sevier.
Stoddard has it, goes to Lunsford. As soon as the ball got in, South Sevier dropped off. Now Lunsford down to the right wing. Gives it up to Menning. Down inside, they get it to Warner, and a foul called on South Sevier.
They kind of got swarmed there. I don't know if they're going to give it to Buckmiller or give it to Jensen. They're going to give it to...
That'll be on Buckmiller, so Buckmiller picks up her first, team's fifth, so that sends Rebecca Warner to the line to shoot two. Still looking for our first made free throw. Two teams combined for 0 for 6 here to start the game. First one off the glass, off the rim, no good. Into the game for South Sevier. The seniors come back, Miller and Mills, as Nilsson and Jensen will get a breather. 4-point South Sevier lead here in quarter number one.
Rebecca, one of the seniors for Intermountain Christian from Holiday, Utah, kind of the east side of Salt Lake City, made the trip to Cedar.
Now one in and out on the free throw. Miller the rebound for the Rams.
Got robbed on that one. That one looked down.
Up the floor comes Mills. Right wing to Miller. Goes to the Kinsey Parsons on the curl, kicks it into the corner to Buckmiller, steps to her left, three on the way, air ball hard. Backside rebound, battled for and picked up by Goebel, tries to pass it to Parsons, lost the ball. Parsons saves it from going out of bounds. Into Buckmiller, Buckmiller left side to Miller, left side layup is good.
Boy, I'll tell you one thing, you talk about plays that stand out, and Parsons diving into the crowd that time. Driving into the sideline right in front of the bench over there, or students over here at Intermountain Christian.
Warner's three-pointer is blocked. Lunsford the rebound, misses the putback on the right side, gets her own rebound again, misses again straight away, and now Miller has it for South Sevier. Up ahead to Buckmiller. Buckmiller right wing, transition three, off the rim, no good. Rebound to Parsons, back up and in on the right side.
Boy, back-to-back plays for Parsons. One hustle play and one following up an offensive board and a putback.
Shot clock turned off, 27 seconds to go in the quarter, 13-5, South Sevier now leads. It's an 8-0 run by the Rams and a foul called as Warner was getting trapped. She'll go to the line now to shoot two.
Yeah, I think they're going to get Goebel on the reach on the trap. She had Buckmiller and Goebel had her in a pretty good place.
So Warner just barely missed two free throws. Second one was in and out, all but down.
Chance to redeem herself right here for senior.
First free throw.
Ooh.
In and out, off the glass, round the rim, and falls off.
Kind of a tough shot that time. She hasn't been to the foul line a lot this year. Only 28 attempts coming into this ball game.
Second free throw. Off the rim, round, and drops in.
High and soft.
Her first point of the game. Snaps the 8-0 run by South Sevier. 13-6 your score, 17 seconds to go in the quarter. Left wing Parsons on the curl to Buckmiller. Drives left side down the lane, draws the foul on the drive.
Count it.
Count the, nope.
No,
now they waved it off. She wanted to count it, but I think it was the right call to wave it off.
Yeah, it was early, but looked like she punched it, didn't she?
She wanted to.
All you got to do is get it right as an official. That's all we care.
So, but it is in the bonus, so Buckmiller goes to the line to shoot two. First free throw is good for Buckmiller. Her first point off the bench.
Good shot from Bailey there, giving South Sevier the 14-6 lead.
That foul was on Kendrick Lusk, her first.
They're going to switch and give that foul to Warner, number 12.
Rebecca Warner.
Warner's
second free throw by Buckmiller, nothing but net. So Buckmiller makes them both. She has 2 points, and it's a 9-point South Sevier lead. 13 seconds to go in the quarter. Started with it. Up ahead to Menning. Menning down the floor to Lusk. Knocked away by Mills. Mills the steal with 8 seconds to go. Down the right side of the floor she comes. Drives in against Lunsford. Puts up the runner. Off the glass. No good. Got too deep. Rebound to the Lions. And they're not going to get a shot off as the quarter horn sounds. At the end of one, it is South Sevier 15, Intermountain Christian 6 in this girls 2A Consolation semifinal game on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Just a reminder, Albee Lumber in Manti and Monroe custom manufactures trusses to order. Give them a call if you need a quote on trusses for your building project, large or small. Albee has architectural shingles on sale, plus great deals on Trex decking. Need power tools? Albee Lumber has a full line of power tools at great prices right now. Come in and check the sale items with new deals every week at Albee Lumber in Manti and Monroe, where the wood is good and so is the hardware.
Jones & DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a professional, personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they are committed to providing value beyond the project. It is their goal to create a place where people want to live, work, and enjoy life. Serving our local communities is something they are proud of, and it has been their privilege to do so for the past 40 years. Jones & DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
We're back here at the America First Event Center on the campus of Southern Utah University. 15-6 your score. South Sevier leads Intermountain Christian, and South Sevier basketball to start quarter number 2.
Back to their starters right now, all 5.
Right side with it. Jensen works her way right to left across the key. Left wing to Nilsson. Nilsson goes left to right into the lane. 8-footer on the way. Nothing but net. Caitlin Nilsson's at first points.
Yeah, Caitlin just explodes, and I'd like to see her kind of be a little more assertive offensively. She got great skill.
Lunsford comes to a stop and spins into the middle and kicks it up top to Warner. To the left side to Lusk. Still no subs yet for ICS. Again, they only have 2 subs dressed on the bench. Right side 15-footer. Ellie Menning knocks it down for her first points.
Right, great shot for Ellie right there. Nothing but net.
17-8, South Sevier leads. Nilsson up top. Goes left wing to Mills. Turnaround 3 off the back of the rim, no good. High rebound, tipped out by Nilsson, and she runs it down. She'll set for the deep 3 from the right side. Off the glass, no good. Rebound on the backside, saved by Miller on the far sideline.
I told her to be more assertive, right, Robert?
Yeah. Right wing Jensen. She'll dribble into the lane. Pitch gets triple teamed as she comes to a stop, and a foul called. South Sevier basketball on the baseline.
I think they're going to give that on Warner right there in the reach.
Going to go to Menning. Ellie Menning's second foul.
Hosting the Lions right there.
4 low for the Rams. Nilsson to inbound. And lob it out for Patterson on the free throw line. Going to drive right around the screen by Jensen and knocks down the 8-footer. Sydney Patterson with 4 points.
Yeah, such a great penetrator is Patterson, able to hit that jump shot.
Crosses over, does Stoddard working against the press. Right side high to Lunsford. Picks up her dribble. Looks for some help, goes into the corner. Down the lane they go to Lunsford. Takes the bump from Mills, puts up the shot, no good, short. And the rebound to Miller. South Sevier the other way, leading by 11. 6:27 to go in the first half. Nobody picks up Patterson, steps into a 3. Off the rim, no good. Lunsford the rebound for the Lions.
Good look. 19-8 right now, South Sevier.
Nilsson tries to jump the passing lane, knocked the ball free, and it's picked up by Patterson and a traveling violation called.
Great pickup. She kind of got it caught there down around her knees like that, kind of took a step. Good call. Coach Shannon Lusk of Intermountain Christian, with only 2 girls, I wonder, I mean, you face a risk with foul trouble.
Yeah.
Of really getting yourself a lot of challenges, and she's done a great job this year with her team.
Ball gets knocked out of bounds by South Sevier. Remains ICS basketball on the far sideline. The other game, this same game going on up at the Sevier Valley Center in 3A. 18-15, Summit Academy leads Judge Memorial. 3-pointer for Stoddard on the right side here. Off the rim, no good. Did all but fall down. And Miller the rebound for the Rams.
Tough shot. That could have cut that lead to 8.
Left wing Nilsson drives down the lane. Takes a bump, puts it up off the glass, no good. But free throws coming for Caitlin Nilsson.
Great job of attacking Caitlin. Caitlin's such a good kid, good sportsmanship.
Elaine Lunsford picks up her second, team's second.
Only player out there with green shoes is Caitlin.
It's on the floor at least.
On the floor, yeah. Oh, I see some green shoes over on the other bench. So.
And on South Sevier's bench even.
Yeah.
Timeout called, 5:50 to go in the first half. It is South Sevier 19, ICS 8 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live powered by Centracom and KSL Sports.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
As tax season once again approaches, remember Kimball & Roberts at 176 North Main in Richfield. Kimball & Roberts will save you time and stress this year when they file your state and federal taxes. The tax professionals at Kimball & Roberts know and understand all the new tax codes and lingo, so you don't have to. They can also help you find deductions and credits that you may miss. Skip the stress and headache and visit Kimball and Roberts at 176 North Main in Richfield or call 896-6488.
The City of Monroe is proud to have its own power company and to support South Sevier athletics. Monroe City Power delivers nice, bright lights for every South Sevier athletic event at home. Having a public power company enables Monroe City to provide community improvements that could not be afforded otherwise, while keeping rates down at the same time. The City of Monroe and Monroe City Electric Department are proud of their South Sevier Rams and wish them well in all endeavors.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
We're back here at the American First Event Center. Second free throw by Caitlin Nilsson is good, so she makes 1 of 2 for the Rams. And they add to their lead 20-8 now. 12-point lead is their largest. Now nearly a steal, but it's going to go out of bounds off of Jensen. She landed hard on her hip.
She hit that hip hard, almost crashed into the chairs.
But she smiled about it, just popped right to her feet.
Yeah, it'll hurt tomorrow. That's the advantage of being young, Robert.
Yeah. Pass comes into Stoddard, lobs it up ahead for Menning. Able to make a nice catch, has the ball knocked away from behind by Miller, but it goes right to Stoddard. Stoddard gets tied up by Mills, ball gets knocked free to Menning. Back to Stoddard, right side down the lane, a nice seal by Lunsford, and Stoddard with the layup.
Yeah, I thought the same thing, and then she knew what to do with the right hand on that drive. Stoddard, super player for the Lions.
Miller up top to Patterson. Left wing back to Miller. Working against the ICS zone. Up top to Jensen. Right wing Nilsson. Open 3 on the way. Off the back of the rim, no good. Long rebound. Stoddard has it. Down the floor for Lusk. Lusk going to drive left side down the lane. Blocked and a foul called as Kansas Mills gets back and fouls her. So Lusk will go to the line to shoot 2.
Back-to-back great place for Stoddard and great kick-out pass. Kind of let it out there for her and nobody else could get it.
So Lusk will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws for the Lions. That's the first foul on Kansas Mills. First team foul on South Sevier this quarter. First free throw, no good. Free throws continue to be a struggle. Kinsey Parsons and Whitley Goebel into the game for the Rams as Mills and Miller come out.
Lusk, a 43% foul shooter on the year. So if stats hold out, she'll hit this one, Robert.
Misses that one short. Rebound, though, by Lunsford on the baseline. Being triple team, trying to create some space, goes to the short corner to Menning. 15-footer off the back of the rim, no good. Backs the rebound by Lusk. She'll go back up, no good. And a rebound to Nilsson. She was trying to hit the ground running, and as a result, she'll draw the foul.
Pick up the foul, and Lusk going to get that. But 2 offensive boards for Intermountain Christian, and just unable to capitalize. Down 20-10. But hanging around, Robert.
Yeah, first foul on Lusk. That's the 3rd team foul this quarter. Under 5 to go in the second quarter. Patterson right wing to Nilsson. Low block into Jensen. Puts it up against the defense. Off the glass. Falls off the rim. Jensen got her own rebound. Goes back up with the right hand. That one's good.
That's twice she's gone with that, call it maybe a little baby right hand hook. That time off the glass.
Stoddard lost the basketball, tried to go around her back with it. Patterson came up with it, and the foul. Sydney Patterson, the bucket on the left side, and the chance of the 3-point play.
And that's the fundamentals of Sydney, able to go left, able to go right, and the strength.
That's the 3rd foul on McKenna Stoddard, as Coach Lusk talks to her on the sideline.
A lot of kids could not absorb the contact there and still get the ball up, and she did.
Patterson makes the and 1. She has 7 to lead the Rams. They lead now by 15, 25-10. Your score, 4.5 to go here in the first half. At the timeline, Warner gets it across, comes out to Stoddard on the logo. Left wing she goes to Lust, low block into Menning. Tries to pass it out against the double team. Now goes down the lane, got it through to Warner, and Nilsson got her with the body. Foul on Caitlin Nilsson is her second, team second.
So out of bounds will be Stoddard.
ICS basketball on the baseline.
Kind of in the old picket fence there. Buck Miller back in the lineup for South Sevier, giving Caitlin Nilsson a break.
4:20 to go in the half. Stoddard to inbound. Left side to Lunsford in the short corner, picked up by Parsons, now Patterson. And Parsons takes it out of her hands with the trap.
Yeah, shouldn't have picked up, ended her dribble, but she steals it back.
Yeah, Parsons trying to throw it to Patterson, threw it at her feet, and Lunsford gets it right back. Dribbles out to the timeline and is being trapped again, and now Patterson ties her up. Jump ball stays with ICS.
Unfortunate, because you could hear Coach Shannon Lusk calling for a timeout over there. I could hear it from here. I think they're going to give her the timeout.
Yeah, they might be. The two officials are coming together to talk about it.
She was up giving the timeout, so they're getting.
I think
they gave her the option.
Yeah, do you want it? And she took the jump ball. So ICS basketball.
Good job, officials. That's the right call, right?
Stoddard has it. They haven't changed the arrow, though, so.
No.
Right side high they go, and now a jump ball called, and they will give it to South Sevier now.
Well, even though it's the arrow's still facing.
Yes.
So good officiating there, getting it right. Now they don't need to change it. See, they're just being judicious with their work over there.
That's right. Timeout called by Coach Lusk. We'll take it under 4 to go in the first half. 25-10. South Sevier leads ICS in this girls' consolation semifinal game on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, and KSL Sports.
Some hands swing rackets or grip irons. Some make winning plays or navigate steep trails. And some hands heal. They mend broken bones, deliver new life, set us on the right path, and help us feel better again. At Sevier Valley Hospital, our hands are here to help and heal.
Good luck to the Lady Wildcats and Lady Rams this year from Red Rock Construction. Call Red Rock Construction for all your painting needs, indoor or outdoor, commercial or residential. And remember, Red Rock Construction for any remodeling projects as well, no matter how big or small. Whether it's the bathroom, kitchen, finishing a basement, or simple repairs to the home, call Red Rock Construction at 979-5335. That's Red Rock Construction at 979-5335. 979-5335. Red Rock Construction.
We're back here at the American First Event Center at Southern Utah University. South Sevier basketball. Sydney Patterson tried to do a backdoor cup pass to Bailey Buckmiller, but a little bit too far out in front, out of bounds it goes.
I think really Bailey should have cut to the basket there. She drew the double team and cut there and get a layup there.
And now Whitney Goebel with a steal on the pass with the pressure defense, and McKenna Stoddard just kind of slowed down and let her go, not wanting to pick up her fourth foul, so an easy lay-in for Goebel.
Pretty tough to pick up 4 when you got 7 kids on your squad.
And they have yet to sub. No. Lunsford lose the basketball off of the leg of Goebel, so remains ICS basketball on the near side. 27-10, South Sevier leads now by 17 with 3:27 to go in the first half.
That's a pretty strong finish for Goebel with the left hand, Robert.
Right side high, Warner steps to the double team, goes across the key to Lusk, up top to Stoddard, deep 3 on the way, off the rim, no good, out of bounds. South Sevier basketball.
That was deep. That was probably 4 feet past the 3-point line, but 27-10, 3:14 remaining right now.
Up the floor comes Patterson.
2-3 zone right now for the Lions.
Buckmiller skips it right side to Goebel. Low block into Jensen. Got great position off the glass and in. 8 points now for Kinley Jensen for a game high.
And you nailed that. I mean, you get the ball down to her one-on-one with no help, and she's going to score 80%.
Lunsford just across the timeline and dribbles it off the foot of Patterson. Patterson will pick it up. Dribbles to the right side. Passes across to Jensen. Left side layup is good. And the foul. Wow. Kinley Jensen with 10 and a chance to make it 11.
I really think Lusk, or just momentum took her into Jensen, but what a great pass.
Kendrick Lusk picks up her second, team's fourth this quarter.
When Patterson drew Lunsford into her, able to make that pass, and Patterson going to take a break right now.
Kansas Mills back into the game for South Sevier. Kinley Jensen at the line, 21-point South Sevier lead, 2:43 to go in the first half. The and one round the rim, no good. And the rebound goes to Menning for ICS. In the backcourt, Stoddard goes back ahead to Warner. Right side high, she picks it up, tries to go down to Menning, tipped away out of bounds by Jensen. And Jensen will now come out of the game as Ashton Miller checks in.
2 seniors on the floor, trying to keep their high school careers going. One more game tomorrow.
High post to go to Lunsford, drives right side, lost the basketball. She tried to split the double team out of bounds. South Sevier ball.
Did a good job splitting it. I think she didn't realize how close she was, that maybe she could have gotten rid of it with the right hand, made that shot. But
Mills will bring it up for the Rams. 2:21 to go in the first half. Right wing to Goebel. Back up top to Mills. Left wing Buckmiller. Skips it back to Goebel on the wing. Low block, they work it in for Parsons. Working in against Manning. One dribble, tries to pass across the key. Got it to Miller, to the corner to Buckmiller now for three. Around the rim and drops it in. Bailey Buckmiller with 5.
What a great find. What a great stroke from Bailey there right in the corner.
34-10. South Sevier leads with under 2 to go in the first half. Stoddard up the floor. Up top she comes to Warner. High post. Lunsford with it. Goes low block to Manning, and she draws the foul. Free throws coming for Ellie Manning.
Boy, was that an outstanding pass, though. Great find. She gets that ball, and she gets that at the top.
Her second.
When Lunsford found her, she just threaded the needle on it. Great look.
Under 2 to go. 34-10. First free throw is good.
Now, Manning shoots about 70% from the foul line, so right girl on the line for Intermountain Christian. Kind of spins that ball with the right hand.
Second free throw, in and out. Miller, the rebound, went to the floor, so dropped the basketball, and it's picked up by Lunsford.
I think she figured I can't pick it up right now, so.
Goes high post, and the ball gets taken away by Bailey Buckmiller. So South Sevier gets it right back. Nobody picks up Kansas Mills for 3 off the glass, no good. And the rebound to Warner. Gets it out for Stoddard, up ahead to Lust, 2-on-1 for ICS. Lust goes right to Lunsford, off the glass, counted on the foul.
Boy, was that a great pass. That wasn't a good pass, that was a great pass. 2-on-1, drew the defender to her in the middle, got Kansas in the middle, and made a great pass.
So Lunsford with her first points, a chance to make it 3 as Kansas Mills picks up her second foul, 4th team foul. So Lunsford at the line.
Chance to make it a 3-point play.
No good on the free throw. Mills the rebound for South Sevier. 1:24 to go in the first half. 21-point South Sevier lead, 34-13. Right wing Goebel. Nothing on the curl. Dribbles to the middle, gets cut off the free throw line, goes right wing to Mills, pump fake, back up top to Goebel, straight away 3 on the way, short off the rim, and started the rebound for ICS. Down the right side of the floor she comes as Goebel hits the deck, and started the Euro step around Mills, round the rim, no good. The rebound to Warner, blocked by Buckmiller and a foul called, and Warner will go to the line and shoot 2.
Right now, the Lions kind of getting in transition twice in a row, got numbers there, ran the floor well.
Second foul on Buckmiller, 5th team foul on South Sevier this quarter with a minute to go in the half.
Warner, one of only 2 seniors, but their 2 seniors provide a big punch with Warner and Stoddard.
First free throw off the back of the rim, no good. 34-13, 21-point lead right now for South Sevier. They've led wire to wire so far. There were 2 ties, at 2-2 and 5-5. Second free throw, short off the rim, and Miller the rebound for South Sevier. Mills will bring it up for the Rams. Right wing to Goebel. Low block into Parsons. Working on Manning. Puts it up off the glass and in. Nice finish for Parsons. She has 4 off the bench.
What a great shot.
And then a steal by Goebel and the lay-in on the left side. Whitley Goebel with 4. 17 turnovers now for ICS. Lunsford right side high with it. Picks it up on the wing. Up top to Stoddard, left wing high to Warner. She'll take the 3 from the left side. High arch, off the rim, missed it short. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Mills, ICS basketball.
That knock out of bounds will give South Sevier a chance to get the freshman Cooper Green into the ball game.
Yeah, Cooper Lynn Green that comes in for the Rams for Whitley Goebel. Talked to Coach Johnson about her yesterday. He really likes what she brings to the team. Just a freshman, but likes her energy, likes the way she plays.
Getting rewarded right now at the state tournament.
Short corner is Stoddard, turn around 12-footer, high off the glass, no good. And Parsons the rebound for the Rams. She'll get it to Green. Green up ahead to Buckmiller. On the left wing, crosses over, going to drive left side, got in the lane, off the glass and in. Nice finish for Buckmiller. She has 7.
Little hesitation. She set that up with a 3-point shot. You got a defender deep, and Bailey playing well.
4 seconds left. Warner goes to Stoddard from the logo for 3. Off the rim at the horn. And at the end of 2, it's all South Sevier in this 2A girls consolation semifinal. The Rams 40, Intermountain Christian 13. We've got your Jones Intermill Engineering halftime show coming up next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Team Hive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Mason Machinery has MacDon's M1240 wind rower that offers cab features to keep operators safe, comfortable, and productive all day long, including Ultra Glide cab suspension, a high-back multi-adjustable air ride seat, Bluetooth radio, warning beacons, and a fully adjustable steering column. The deluxe option takes it further with heated vented leather seating, power mirrors, and a 360-degree night vision to keep you cutting long after the sun sets. The M1240 is the next level of harvesting performance. Ask Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora about an M1240 for your operation.
When Bark detects a digital danger, I receive automatic alerts so that I can deal with problems as they arise, while still respecting my son's privacy by not having to read through every single message. Bark even delivers research-backed recommendations on dealing with the issue. This helps me and my son work together, trust each other, and build a deeper bond. Bark has helped protect millions of children while detecting tens of thousands of severe self-harm situations. Bark brings us closer together.
Get Bark protection today from Centricom on unlimited family devices. Visit Centricom.com to learn more.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Drive for a winning team. DP Curtis Trucking works hard to move America and get their drivers home on the weekend. DP Curtis hires reliable drivers with competitive starting pay and raises after 90 days. Employment options include insurance, 401k, paid vacation, and attainable bonuses, and more. Why would you drive for anyone else? Call DP Curtis Trucking for details, 435-893-2900. That's 435-893-2900, or click on dpcurtis.com.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Christensen, CTE Director for Sevier, Paiute, and Wayne School Districts. Do you know what career pathways are offered at your high school? Career and Technical Education provides career exploration and career guidance through 35 CTE career pathways. This gives students a direct connection between doing well in high school and being able to transition smoothly to post-secondary opportunities that include on-the-job training, certificate programs, and 2- and 4-year college degrees. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the America First Events Center at the campus of Southern Utah University. Robert Lovell with you alongside Curtis Marsh on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live powered by Centricom and KSL Sports. As you get to see the South Sevier Sensations entertain the crowd now here at the in Cedar City after the South Sevier cheerleaders had just performed a moment ago. This is the Jones Intermountain Engineering halftime show supporting local programs and academic and athletic achievements, building relationships and working passionately as a winning combination. That's Jones Intermountain Engineering. At the half in this one, it's all South Sevier. The Rams 40, Intermountain Christian 13 here in Cedar City today. And Curtis, your takeaway from this first half?
I thought we talked about how do you respond, and I thought they responded well. I wouldn't say they played great to start the game, but the effort was there. And you talked about the seniors. Both of them got some good looks early, and start off with Kansas and Ashton and their chance to play against tomorrow against Duchesne, and would that be a game? Yeah, a lot of talented kids on Duchesne. Coach Grant does a good job, but right now they got a second half of basketball to finish out with Intermountain Christian, and girls from Intermountain Christian shorthanded tonight.
Yeah, they've got 9 girls, and but they have 2 of them are not dressed to play, and then 2 of them are. We haven't seen any substitutions yet from Coach Lusk at this point. So, yeah, they've just gone with their starting 5, and it's made it so McKenna Stoddard, for example, literally just slowed down and backed away from a player, giving up the open layup because she didn't want to pick up her 4th foul, and that's one of the challenges of when you don't have the numbers.
And that's a challenge, for Coach Lusk is, you hear a lot of people talking about differences in charters and privates, but when you're a small school and you don't have the ability to have girls build a bond in 7th and 8th and travel in team and a lot of playing, it's a tough challenge. I think she's done a really good job with this team this year. 16 wins, and and a credit to her, and what a great trip for their kids, and only 2 seniors, but and the 2 seniors I think have played well for them.
Yes, they have. McKenna Stoddard and Rebecca Warner. Let's take a look at our first half stats in this one. First off for South Sevier, a very balanced attack as they have had 8 different players score. Kinley Jensen leads the way with 10 points, 7 points for Sydney Patterson and Bailey Buckmiller, 4 points apiece for Kinsey Parsons and Whitley Goebel, 3 points from Caitlin Nilsson, 3 from Kansas Mills, and 2 from Ashton Miller for the Rams. As a team, they are just 4 for 8 from the free throw line, but and I have them with 8 first half turnovers.
Yeah, it got a little. We had a lot of jump balls too, which in a lot of ways can be a turnover. But I thought the effort was there, and you come back and you find out the character of your team sometimes when your season doesn't end in the first round the way you thought it would be. And but the region wars here, I look at this South in girls basketball. Just you got Kanab and you got some great teams. I mean. And I think it's battle tested right now. I think it'll prepare both these teams like Kanab tonight. I think it's going to prepare them for this tournament playing in this region right now. And but South Sevier Tracy did a good job getting them to bounce back. And they got done with this game last night. I'm sure they didn't get to their motel till midnight. And probably all the frustration and emotions, probably didn't sleep a lot.
Yeah.
But and then they're gonna get a chance because right after this game, South Sevier boys will play.
Yes, they will.
So great matchup.
Let's look at the ICS stats. Give you the South Sevier ones already. Here's Intermountain Christian. 7 points from McKenna Stoddard. She leads the way there. 3 points from Ellie Menning, 2 for Elaine Lunsford, and 1 point for Rebecca Warner in this first half. As a team, they are 2 for 15 from the free throw line in this first half, and so they're leaving some points out there. But they've gotten to they've been getting there. They've drawn fouls, getting to the basket, getting to the free throw line, just unable to convert. And then 17 first half turnovers for Intermountain Christian as well. And taking a look at the other stats to look at, there were 2 ties at 2 and at 5. Since then, it's been all South Sevier. Their largest lead is where we stand now at 27 points, leading 40-13. For the South Sevier Rams. South Sevier has already got 9 girls into the game, and I would expect we'll start to see some more getting in here in the second half.
I think so too. And you talked about the foul shooting, and if you hit, on the year, they've only shot 48% as a team. But if you hit your foul shots, you're still going to be down substantially. But it's 40-20, 22, and those are shots you got to make in this game. And championship basketball, it comes down to little things. In football, it's kicking, and then in basketball, foul shooting makes the difference between winning and losing in tight ball games.
We'll take a break and come back with the second half next. South Sevier 40, ICS 13 in this girls' consolation semifinal on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Team Hive got live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Just a reminder, Albee Lumber in Manti and Monroe custom manufactures trusses to order. Give them a call if you need a quote on trusses for your building project, large or small. Albee has architectural shingles on sale, plus great deals on Trex decking. Need power tools? Albee Lumber has a full line of power tools at great prices right now. Come in and check the sale items with new deals every week at Albee Lumber in Manti and Monroe, where the wood is good and so is the hardware.
Jones & DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a professional, personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they are committed to providing value beyond the project. It is their goal to create a place where people want to live, work, and enjoy life. Serving our local communities is something they are proud of, and it has been their privilege to do so for the past 40 years. Jones & DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
As tax season once again approaches, remember Kimball & Roberts at 176 North Main in Richfield. Kimball & Roberts will save you time and stress this year when they file your state and federal taxes. The tax professionals at Kimball & Roberts know and understand all the new tax codes and lingo, so you don't have to. They can also help you find deductions and credits that you may miss. Skip the stress and headache and visit Kimball & Roberts at 176 North Main in Richfield or call 896-6488.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
We're back back here at the America First Event Center on the campus of Southern Utah University. 40-13 is your score. South Sevier with the lead as we go to the second half with the 27-point advantage over Intermountain Christian. Again, the winner moves on to play Duchesne at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning in the Consolation Championship 5th and 6th place game. Just a quick update on the 3A game going on right now. It's a tight one. Summit Academy leading Judge Memorial 30-27. And Judge got upset yesterday by Emory. Summit Academy now trying to upset Judge Memorial in that game with that 3-point advantage in the third quarter. The winner of that one will move on to play Canyon View, who upset Juab this morning to get into that Consolation Championship game.
Good bounce back for them after kind of getting popped pretty hard by the Wildcats, Richfield.
High post for Stoddard, goes the left side to Menning, back to Stoddard, steps back for the deep three, short off the rim. Patterson the long rebound. Stoddard's on the floor for South Sevier as the baseball pass up ahead to Caitlin Nilsson. Wide open right side layup is good. Great find from Sydney Patterson.
What a pass, baseball pass, got her right in stride.
So you've got, it is Mills, Nilsson, Miller, Jensen, and Patterson on the floor for South Sevier. Starters as well out there for Intermountain Christian, and they're also getting ready to have their first sub come into the game as a foul is called on Kansas Mills.
Yeah, you look over at her bench, and Audrey Herpin for the Lions has a boot over there, so obviously she can't play.
Meadow Stahl, a sophomore, comes into the game for ICS. She makes the catch, goes left side to Lusk, back out to Stahl, up top to Lusk, tries to split through the double team, ball gets knocked away, it's on the ground, Patterson taps it up ahead, Jensen runs it down, lobs up ahead for Miller, and Miller left side layup is good, falls in off the rim.
What a smart play by Patterson, diving, couldn't get to the ball, kind of just fisted it down the court, and
Stahl with it left side high, and she stutter step, traveling violation called. Back-to-back Lions turnovers.
Yeah, and you get a chance to play in there for Stahl, and maybe it kickstarts your off-season, your summer ball. So kind of the building blocks of building a team.
Left corner with it is Patterson on the curl to Jensen, has a wide open left side layup, high off the glass, no good, and she's frustrated at herself for missing that one. Up ahead to Lunsford, and Patterson jumps in front of her, knocks it away, but Lunsford gets it back. Up top to Stoddard, deep three on the way, air ball out of bounds. South Sevier basketball.
You see deep, that's definitely deep. I saw her shooting that at halftime, so part of her arsenal there, just come up a little bit wide on that one. Caitlin Nilsson bringing it down for the Rams.
She has the top of the key. 31-point lead right now. Sydney Patterson, right wing, three on the way. Snuck it over the front of the rim. Sydney Patterson now with 10.
Yeah, you know, now you got to learn the rules. If you're on South Sevier's bench deep with those freshmen, you got to get the jacket off now, right? You're telling the coach, hey, look at me, I'm ready to go.
That's right, we're ready. Three-pointer for Stoddard, a little closer this time, too hard off the back of the rim, and the rebound goes to Kinley Jensen. Patterson up ahead to Nilsson, streaking the floor, kicks it out to the wing to Miller, three on the way, off the rim, just missed it on the rebound to Lunsford for ICS.
Great play from Nilsson to get Ashton the good look, and Miller looked good, just came up a little long.
Stoddard, I think, got away with the double dribble on the drive, but misses the shot off the glass, round the rim, rebound to Jensen. The Lions get ready to bring in two subs, so Audrey Cole will make an appearance here shortly. As a leap and leaner for Caitlin Nilsson from 15 feet. She has a 7.
What an athletic play from Caitlin, good smart decision. And
36-point lead now for South Sevier. And the question for Coach Johnson is, at what point, how long do you want these starters to go?
Well, you got to
play them for those 4 minutes or so of the third quarter, and how far?
Got to get your jackets off and be saying, hey, Coach, you know, it's not going to take us any time to get in the game.
Lusk loses the basketball on the drive, picked up by Jensen.
He's looking down that bench. He's talking to his staff. He's saying,
Nilsson, a transition three from the wing. Nothing but net. Caitlin Nilsson with 10-7 here in the 3 minutes of this second quarter, and a timeout called by Coach Lusk. We'll go ahead and take it. 5:10 to go in the quarter. It is South Sevier 52, ICS 13 in this girls' two-way consolation semifinal on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, and KSL Sports.
The City of Monroe is proud to have its own power company and to support South Sevier athletics. Monroe City Power delivers nice, bright lights for every South Sevier athletic event at home. Having a public power company enables Monroe City to provide community improvements that could not be afforded otherwise, while keeping rates down at the same time. The City of Monroe and Monroe City Electric Department are proud of their South Sevier Rams and wish them well in all endeavors.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
back here at the America First Event Center on Southern Utah University's campus. A 52-13 lead for the South Sevier Rams over Intermountain Christian. As we come out of the timeout, Coach Johnson has gone ahead and made some changes after a 12-point outburst by South Sevier to start this second half. They leave Ashton Miller on the floor, but they do bring in, and Kansas Mills, but they bring in Kinsey Parsons, Bailey Buckmiller, and Whitley Goebel. And I wouldn't be surprised if those 3 juniors that came out are done for the day.
Yeah, you won't see him again.
Down the lane to Stoddard, turns in the double team to put up the shot, no good, but free throws coming for McKenna Stoddard.
Yeah, good smart play for McKenna.
And those 3 juniors, by the way, that all started as sophomores as well. Caitlin Nilsson, Kinley Jensen, Sydney Patterson, all have 10 points.
30 points between them, huh?
Yeah.
Do you think they orchestrated that? But
it's a good question as Stoddard misses the first free throw.
They told Caitlin, you got to shoot those last 2 shots and catch up a little bit. Come on.
The foul went on Whitley Goebel, her second, team's first. One more free throw for Stoddard. That one is good. She makes 1 of 2. She has 8 points to lead ICS, and that's their first point of the second half.
Good shot for McKenna.
52-14, South Sevier leads. Right wing to Parsons. Hands it off to Mills. Mills comes out to Buckmiller. Audrey Cole guarding her tight, comes left side high to Goebel on the curl to Parsons, left side down the lane, puts up the runner off the glass, round the rim, no good. Buckmiller the rebound, misses the putback on the right side. Lunsford has it for ICS.
Good rebound for Lunsford, and point blank looks for South Sevier, come up, empty a little bit.
Right side high with it is Warner. Yo-yo's up top, picked up by Miller. Goes down the lane to Lunsford, being triple teamed, gets tied up by Miller, jump ball, and it gives it to South Sevier.
And you look at Parsons and Miller, a triple team. You can't make that pass to the high post there. Got to reverse that ball. If there's 3 guys on your high post, somebody's open.
Ellie Menning back into the game for Meadow Stahl for the Lions. Mills will bring it across the timeline, up ahead, right wing to Parsons. Into the corner to Buckmiller. On the curl, couldn't get it to Goebel. Right wing to Miller. Comes up top to Mills, left wing Goebel. On the curl, got it to Buckmiller this time. Left side layup is good. Buckmiller with 9 off the bench.
Great shot, left hand.
Under 4 to go in the quarter. 54-14, 40-point South Sevier lead. Right wing with it. Cole comes up top to Stoddard. Back to Cole in the right corner. Brings it up top to Lunsford. Warner thought about the deep 3, now goes back to Cole. Up top to Stoddard. Defense sagging, she'll take the deep 3. Off the rim, no good, missed it short. Parsons tips the rebound up, and Miller runs it down for South Sevier.
Good hustle, kind of sit there on the floor a little bit. It's somebody going to grab it, Miller gets it.
She'll just walk it up the floor and go left wing to Parsons. Nothing on the curl through the lane, goes right wing to Mills. Mills for 3 from the right side, missed it short. Long rebound, and Mills runs it down. Down the lane she goes, takes a bump from Stoddard, and a block foul called. It'll be on the ground as Mills did throw a shot up afterward, but wave it off.
Guarded
if it's
out
on
there.
Stoddard, that's her 4th.
Guarded out there by Warner, and long shot, long rebound off the missed 3.
But they're not going to give it to Stoddard. They go ahead and give it to Rebecca Warner, her 2nd.
Well, she drove into the key there, but good luck.
Buckmiller's
played well, Robert, tonight. She's going to take the ball out of bounds, but hit a big 3 earlier.
Kendrick Luss back into the game for Audrey Cole for ICS. Buckmiller lobs out to the high post to Parsons. Parsons off the screen, gets cut off on the drive. Kicks it up top to Goebel. Goebel goes to Buckmiller, curls into the lane, bounces right side to Parsons, steps inside, puts it up off the glass, no good, but free throws coming for Kinsey Parsons. Foul will go on Elaine Lunsford. That's her 3rd, team's 2nd this quarter.
In some ways, both Parsons and Jensen similar, right? And similar build, similar in quickness, and
they are going to go 5 new ones, but they are going to bring in those 3 starting juniors. So 3 starters back for South Sevier with Nilsson, Patterson, Jensen. And they're also going to bring into the game Cooperland Green, and Kennedy Roberts will check in for Kinsey Parsons after the 2nd free throw. 40-point South Sevier lead, 54-14. And then the coaches did tell the rest of the players, move down here by us.
Yes.
And because you're going in next. The other 3 girls on the bench.
They still got their warm-up jerseys on. We're going to have to talk to these kids. You start getting that thing off. It's subliminal messaging to your coaching staff.
Parsons makes the 2nd one, so she comes out of the game as Kennedy Roberts comes in for the first time.
And we're just having fun, right?
Yep. Right side pass is knocked out of bounds by Jensen. Remains ICS basketball on the near sideline with under 3 to go here in the third quarter.
Talk about a little bit of toughness. These girls have to play almost every minute. Yesterday, today, and South Sevier were able to sub in a lot less mileage on their legs right now.
Lunsford right side high. Dribbles into the corner with a pass to Stoddard. Out to the wing to Warner. She'll take the three with a hand in her face. Air ball. Rebound out of bounds off of ICS. South Sevier basketball with 2:38 to go in the quarter. 41-point lead. 55-14 in this Consolation semifinal. Patterson up ahead, right wing to Roberts. Into the corner to Jensen. Looking for Green on the curl, not there. Comes up top to Patterson, left side high to Nilsson, into the corner to Green. On the curl to Jensen. Jensen, the fake left, going to drive right down the middle of the lane. Off the glass, no good, but free throws coming for Kinley Jensen.
She's going to break that 10-10-10 scoring cycle between Jensen, Patterson, and Nilsson.
She has a chance. She's 0 for 3 from the free throw line so far in this game.
Well, hopefully you jinxed her and she'll hit this one.
Short off the rim on that one. McKenna Stoddard, by the way, picked up her 4th foul on that one, so they'll bring Meadow Stahl into the game for Stoddard. 2:20 to go in the third quarter. 55-14. South Sevier leads Intermountain Christian. Second free throw, short off the rim. High rebound by Patterson, goes back up, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Roberts, ICS basketball.
Tough night at the foul line.
Yes. Up the floor comes Lusk. Right side high to Lunsford. Into the corner to Stahl. Bounces it out to Warner. Now up top to Lusk. Left wing to Lunsford. Guarded tight by Nilsson. Picks up her dribble, goes to the high post to Menning. Left wing, Stahl for three. Off the rim, no good. Rebound tipped around, and a foul called on the rebound will go against South Sevier. Caitlin Nilsson picks up her third. Second team foul this quarter on the Rams. Under 2 to go in the quarter.
3 matches the number on her jersey.
And now Nilsson picks up another foul as she bumps Lusk on the shot, and Nilsson's just getting run to the bench. So, the coaches say, we don't have anybody to come in for you, though, so stay out there.
Her personality is as big as her talent.
That's the 4th foul on Nilsson, 3rd team foul. Lusk at the free throw line to shoot 2.
If you haven't got a chance to see her play softball, I'll tell you, she's something else. Catcher for South Sevier.
First free throw short off the rim for Lusk.
I think she won one of your Mid-Utah radio
gold
softball.
glove last year.
Yeah.
Second free throw no good. Cooperland Green the rebound for South Sevier. Remains a 55-14, 41-point Rams lead. Left wing is Jensen. Skips the right side to Roberts, into the corner to Green. On the curl to Jensen, right side, got cut off on the drive by Menning and lost the basketball out of bounds. ICS ball. Just the 9th South Sevier turnover, first of this second half.
People diving, going for loose balls. And
McKenna started into the game for Rebecca Warner for the Lions.
Trying to make Mid-Utah Radio all-tournament team, right?
Yeah. Look forward to announcing that. Mid-Utah Radio, teamhive.live. Right side high with it, Lunsford. Up top she goes. Back to Lunsford. Looking for the high post. Ball gets knocked free, and it's picked up by Patterson. Patterson up ahead to Nilsson. Nilsson right side, bounces across to Green in the short corner. Green comes out to Patterson. Patterson on the left side, comes up top for Roberts. Into the corner to Nilsson, sets, 3 on the way, high arch, around the rim, no good. And rebound to Patterson for South Sevier. Out to Green. Green will take the 3, out the back of the rim, no good. Nilsson had the rebound, tipped to Jensen. Jensen skips it left side to Roberts in the left corner. Down the lane to Patterson, left side layup, off the glass, counted on the foul. Sydney Patterson with 12 and a chance to make it 13.
Making that little curl off the screen on the left side. And
now goes on Kendrick Lusk, her third. South Sevier is going to bring back 4 players. It'll be Parsons, Miller, Mills. And Buckmiller will also check in after the free throw by Patterson. And Warner back into the game for ICS for Stahl. The and one for Patterson, nothing but net. So Sydney Patterson has a game high 13 as she leaves the game. For Bailey Buckmiller. 1 minute to go in the quarter. 58-14, 44-point lead for South Sevier over Intermountain Christian. Starter to bring it up the floor for the Lions. Right side high. Lusk with it. Or Lunsford, goes high to Warner. Ball gets tipped by Miller, picked up by Mills. Mills on the left side of the floor, works away across for Miller, and Stoddard able to get back and knock it out of bounds. It'll be South Sevier ball on the baseline.
Yeah, great hustle play from Stoddard. Kind of saved a layup there.
Inbounding underneath is Buckmiller. 4 low. She lobs out for Roberts on the right junction. Left junction now to Parsons. Underneath to Mills. Got wide open. Left side layup is good. She has 5.
Senior for South Sevier.
60-14. South Sevier the lead over Intermountain Christian. 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. In the corner it goes. Driving baseline is Lusk. Puts up the shot on the run. Got it to go off the bounce.
What a tough shot. Baseline driving. Little floater. Got it to drop.
Her first points of the game. Up top, Mills steps into a transition 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. Got her own rebound. Comes out to Miller. Miller pump fake. Hands off to Buckmiller. Buckmiller steps into a 14-footer off the back of the rim, no good. 4 seconds in the quarter. Stoddard has it. She gets to the half-court line, throws it up, and off the horn. McKenna Stoddard from half-court knocks it down.
Yeah, she should get 5 for that, Robert.
She has 11 as the third quarter comes to an end. Through 3, it is South Sevier 60, Intermountain Christian 19 in this 2A girls consolation semifinal game on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Team Live powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
There is an athlete in all of us that helps us accomplish the ordinary and the extraordinary. Every once in a while, we all need some help. At Sevier Valley Hospital, we are proud to care for you and our community, wherever you are in your athletic journey.
Good luck to the Lady Wildcats and Lady Rams this year from Red Rock Construction. Call Red Rock Construction for all your painting needs, indoor or outdoor, commercial or residential. And remember, Red Rock Construction for any remodeling projects as well, no matter how big or small. Whether it's the bathroom, kitchen, finishing a basement, or simple repairs to the home, call Red Rock Construction at 979-5335. That's Red Rock Construction at 979-5335. 979-5335. Red Rock Construction.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back to the America First Event Center at the Southern Utah University campus. And on the floor now for South Sevier, they do make a couple of changes. Cooperland Green, Bailey, Buckmiller, Whitley, Goebel, Kennedy Roberts, and Kinsey Parsons. And for Intermountain Christian, a lob right side, kind of between 2 players, now to bounds it goes. Just got asked, texted if that last shot counted. Yes, it did.
It did.
Half court 3 at the horn.
What a big shot.
McKenna Stoddard has 11.
She'll be able to memorialize that on team high for a long time.
That's right. 3-pointer on the way from Roberts off the backside. No good. Rebound out of bounds off of South Sevier, so ICS basketball.
Green flying out of bounds, trying to tip that ball in bounds. That's like a grand slam from that shot at half court, stolen away by Roberts.
Yeah, Kennedy Roberts will slow down as she crosses the timeline, gets it up top to Parsons. Parsons going to drive right side, goes to the corner to Buckmiller, open 3. Ooh. Stuck it over the front of the rim. Bailey Buckmiller now with 12 for the Rams.
Yeah, second 3. She's played very well. Bailey is.
Stoddard, deep 3, not as deep as the last one. Misses this one off the rim. Rebound out of bounds. South Sevier ball.
I think the problem with that shot, she's too close. Need to back it up a little bit. She's definitely got range.
Audrey Cole back into the game for Intermountain Christian. Cooperland Green will bring it up for the Rams. 63-19, 6:35 to go in the game. Left wing Parsons. Up top to Buckmiller. Right wing to Roberts. On the curl to Goebel, driving right side. Got cut off in the low block, tried to pass it out. Ball got tipped away. It's on the ground. Goebel gets it back and able to pass it out to Green. Open 3 from the wing. High arch. Off the rim, no good. Roberts the rebound. Misses the left side layup. Rebound taken by Buckmiller. Out to Parsons. Up top, Green. Right wing, Goebel.
Sometimes you bring in some of these subs and keep some players with experience, and they get in their sets better, and it's a better experience than just all 5.
Pass to the middle taken away by ICS, so a South Sevier turnover. Lunsford drives, blocked by Parsons, but a foul called, and free throws coming for Elaine Lunsford.
And Elaine did a good job that time. Defense just a little late.
It's the first foul on Parsons.
Could have got Green maybe on the reach, so. Lunsford, a junior for the Lions. '92nd attempt right here in.
Yeah, got the bounce, rattled around and dropped it in. She's 1 for 4 from the line in the game now with that free throw. Going to send, looks like Caitlin Nilsson going to come back into the game along with a couple of other potential subs for the Rams. Second free throw, short off the rim, rebound by Green for South Sevier. Now they're going to put Caitlin Nilsson back down and just bring in the 2 subs. Right side of Buckmiller. Up top to Parsons. Right wing Roberts. Skips it underneath to Goebel, who got wide open for the left side layup. Missed it short. Good find from Roberts. Unable to finish.
Kind of what happened last night against Bieber, a couple of those shots late.
Stoddard steps into a deep straightaway 3. Off the rim, no good. And the rebound to Parsons for South Sevier. She brings that to Buckmiller. 5:15 to go in the game. A 43-point lead for South Sevier, 63-20. Roberts with it up top. Goes right wing. On the curl inside to Parsons. Out to Buckmiller. Pump fake on the shot. Dribbles in left hand. Lost the basketball, but it goes right to Parsons. And she draws the foul. It'll be South Sevier ball on the baseline.
So who's your math teacher at Delta High School, Robert?
I had a few math teachers at Delta High School.
Well, I'm impressed. Come up with a 43-point.
Well, 63 minus 20 shouldn't be too difficult.
Well,
into the game now for South Sevier, Briley Roberts, and also checking in Savannah Brady.
I don't have anybody that even counts change out to me at the stores anymore, so.
Roberts goes into Kennedy Roberts, misses the shot off the glass, rebound by South Sevier. Brady with it, deep 3 from the right wing, missed it short, and the rebound to Lunsford. ICS off and running. Down the left side of the floor comes Lunsford, picked up by Brady. Nearly lost the basketball, gets it back, puts it up in traffic, missed it off the glass. Rebound tipped out, and Green has it for South Sevier. Down the floor she goes against Stoddard. Stoddard playing with 4 fouls, and doesn't pick up one there. The rebound, though, by Buckmiller, no good. Got her own rebound, and now she's fouled, and she'll go to the line. Nope, they're going to call it on the ground.
I think that's a great no call. What do you think, Robert?
Sure.
That's a foul. It's a foul, but come on, let's keep it going.
Now into the game for South Sevier comes Addie Meekum. So South Sevier has gotten everybody into the game this morning. Now we're into the afternoon, I guess. Brady to inbound. Looking for Green, not there. Comes left side to Roberts. Down the lane to Meekum. Kicks a right wing to Green. Green one dribble, steps into a 17-footer, rattles it in. Cooperlyn Green with her first points.
Now you know why Coach Johnson likes Green.
3.5 to go in the game. Left side Stahl, up top Stoddard. Thought about the deep 3, instead goes to Lunsford. Into the corner now to Cole. Tries to get it back out of the wing, got tipped and taken away by Brady. Brady in the left side of the floor, puts up the left hand, off the glass, no good. Green the rebound, she'll go back up too hard. And the backside rebound knocked it out of bounds by Intermountain Christian, South Sevier basketball. In the game for Intermountain Christian is Kendrick Lusk for Meadow Stahl.
So Briley Roberts will bring it in baseline.
3 low, 1 high for the Rams. Left wing to Brady, working into Kennedy Roberts, up top to Green. Left wing back to Brady. Looking for Roberts on the curl, not there. Goes right wing to Meekum. Kicks it up top to Roberts. That's Kennedy to Briley now for 3. Knocks it down. Briley Roberts with a triple for South Sevier.
Big shot. Sophomore for South Sevier.
Largest lead is now 48, 68-20, South Sevier. Up top, Stoddard, deep straightaway 3, ooh, and she has the answer on the other end. 14 now for McKenna Stoddard.
Has the answer and probably play of the game.
Green goes left side high to Kennedy Roberts. Out to Briley Roberts.
Play of the game, I wasn't referring to that shot.
Right, half quarter. Down the lane on the curl to Brady, blocked by Stoddard, and Stoddard comes up with it. Under 2 to go, 68-23. Up ahead to Lusk, drives in against Green, and a foul called on Green, so free throws coming for Kendrick Lusk.
Good play for Stoddard. She hits a big shot, gets a rebound, and gets an assist, well, without the foul. 3 great plays in a row.
Lusk go for 4 from the free throw line of the game, trying to change that here. First one, in and out.
That looked good.
Skipped across the rim and fell off.
And watch a lot of kids' feet, and you can kind of see the foundation of that shot, and if it's good, and that one looked good to me.
Second one drops in. About every part of the rim and goes. 3 points for Lusk. 68-24. South Sevier with the lead. 1:40 to go in the game. South Sevier well on their way to playing Duchesne in the Consolation Championship tomorrow as Briley Roberts tries to kick it out to Meekum. Throw a little bit out in front of her. Out of bounds it goes. A South Sevier turnover.
She thought she was going to come back out, pick it up, and she zigged and she zagged. The ball zagged.
Stoddard a deep three again.
Ooh.
That one's off the rim, no good. Briley Roberts, the rebound for South Sevier. Gets it to Brady. Brady up ahead for Kennedy Roberts. Short corner left side, bounces it out to Brady. 1:07 to go in the game. Back to Roberts in the corner. On the curl, got it to Cooperland Green. Cut off on the baseline drive, kicks it back out to Roberts. That's Kennedy. Looking for Brady on the curl, got it to her, puts up the shot with the left hand, underneath the backboard, hit the bottom of the backboard, and the rebound goes to Lunsford. ICS the other way, driving right side, puts it up in traffic, off the glass and in. Nice finish.
What a great shot for Lunsford.
43 seconds to go in the game, 68-26, South Sevier leads. Meekum right wing, three on the way, off the back of the rim, no good. Green the rebound, pump fake, kicks it back out to the left side to Brady. She'll take the three. Off the rim, no good. Back to the rebound by Kennedy Roberts. Got tied up, tries to pass it out. Able to do so to Briley Roberts. Sets for three. Her second of the game.
She's saying, come on, coach. I'm 2 for 2.
71-26. South Sevier, 15 seconds to go in the game. Shot clock turned off.
I don't know, green shoes has been good tonight for South Sevier. Caitlin.
Bradley Roberts. Stoddard just yo-yoing up top, content to just let the clock run out, looks like. And she'll take a shot at the horn, in and out. That'll do it, 71-26 your final. South Sevier, the win over Intermountain Christian. They'll move on to play in the Consolation Championship 5th and 6th place game tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock against Duchesne as ICS has their season come to an end here today.
Let's just real quick mention Stoddard, number 23, the seniors for them, and Warner.
Yep.
Last game, and congratulations to their high school finish here tonight.
We'll take the break, come back with the Sunrise Engineering post-game show next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.